Well, it's wonderful to be with you all, and what a magnificent 3 days we've had. But those 3 days actually build on a watershed year in the history of humanity. And those of us who've lived through 2015 will look back on 2015 as the year that the world changed direction. The 3 main meetings at Inchin, the adoption of the Sustainable Development Goals, and of course the Paris Agreement, have given us the most astonishing platform for sustainability that the world's ever known. Some people are saying that they're the most significant meetings in 50 years. So when you get back to your institutions, don't underestimate the power of the policy platform that 2015 gave us all. It really is time now to capitalize on that. So congratulations to CEE for hosting the first United Nations meeting in the age of the SDGs. A big hand to CEE. So if you've got this fantastic policy platform for SDGs, for the Paris Accord, for Inchin, you need to turn that into implementation and action. And that's been exactly what the 20 workshop streams have been doing for the last 3 days. And we couldn't believe how hard you all worked, and thank you all so much for that. And the material from those have gone into the proceedings, and we've also been trying to develop an overview document. And there's been lots of input as to what we call it. So for the first time, we're going to announce officially its name. We hope you guys are happy with it. And you know what? If you're not happy, we'll change it. How's that? So it's called the Ahmedabad Plan of Action. We're meant to clap now. So this is a plan of action that actually takes those policy platforms forward. And we've been circulating it since about 3 p.m. Yesterday afternoon, and many people have given us input, and thank you so much for that. And I'd just like to show you some of the bits that have been added since we produced the first draft. So, for example, people said, you know, your plan of action from Ahmedabad doesn't make way for funding mechanisms. And how are we going to fund this action and implementation? That is now in, you'll be pleased to hear. People noticed that universities and education institutions needed a separate mention. That they are in as well. And one of the most amazing insights for this conference, which is listed in this document number 10, is something that dawned on us on day 1. With the SDG, there's been this obsessive concern about indicators. And there's a kind of modernist idea that if you don't measure something, you can't know where you're going and where you've got progress. If any of you have started to question that in your lives, you need to speak to Peter Souza, who's an expert on this and was on the panel yesterday. Is Peter with us today? Thank you, Peter, for sharing this amazing wisdom. And what dawns from that is that indicators can measure some things. But you know what? They can't measure the most important things. Unless you get the more important things that are unmeasurable in place, you'll never get the indicators out the other side. So just listen to what this document says. It is recognized that measurement plays an important role in tracking SDG outcomes. So they are important, granted. However, non-measurable factors such as dignity, empathy, passion, commitment, kindness, care and vigor are crucial to create an enabling environment for educational transformation towards sustainability. Isn't that amazing? And wouldn't it be good to echo that in some of the United Nations forums where you wouldn't believe it, but people haven't realized that you'll never get any tangible indicators unless you've got those human faculties of transformation in place first. So this is the kind of spirit that always comes from CEE in Ahmedabad. And that's what makes us all so proud to come back here and share in the most amazing learnings. Those of you here in 2007 might remember the Ahmedabad Declaration. And Professor Bob Jickling, who's with us now, an eminent professor of environment education all the way from Canada, said the Ahmedabad Declaration of 2007 is the most elegant document he's ever read since Tbilisi in 1977. That's an incredible accolade from somebody who spent his whole life reading these kinds of documents. And the first sentence, which most of us know off by heart, and if you don't, you should, goes like this. Our vision is a sustainable future where our work and lifestyle choices contribute to the well-being of all life on Earth. Isn't that an amazing sentence? It's no longer saying those guys over there should do it, or we declare that the governments should do it, or we declare Mahesh at UNEP should do it for us. This is something we all need to do together, and our work and our lifestyle choices need to contribute to the well-being of all life on Earth if we're going to have a good future. So from Ahmedabad, you'll notice that that sentence is in the preamble to this document. And what we'd like you guys to agree on is that this document will, as I said, it's the overview of the plan of action. There will be a chance for you to comment on it, and we're going to leave it on the web for 5 days for you to reflect and make sure we got your comments properly into it before we adopt it formally. But we hope that you guys, as an audience, are happy with the process of contributing to this most amazing plan of action that's going to lead to a chance for humanity and all living things on Earth to have a sustainable future. Thank you all so much.